What's up, collective? Welcome in. My name is Millie. This is the Ghost Bride Tarot. We are going to be doing a general collective for you guys today. Let's see what wants to come through. The universe is up to some legit fuckery at the moment. And I would very much advise you guys to just take a deep breath, trust in yourself, trust in the process, and remember that everything is going to be absolutely fine. It feels like, there's been a lot of pressure lately in the collective. I'm finding, some running themes through personal clients that I'm pretty keen to get into in collective messages. So let's see what Spirit's got for you guys today. All right, there is something that you're either pulling. Okay, so I was getting two messages before I came on, right? So one was that some of you have had the rug pulled out from underneath you, completely blindsided by something, and that set you back for a hot minute. The other message that I was getting as I was coming in to film was that some of you may be trying to sweep something under the rug, is how Spirit was presenting it to me, and I really don't think that's going to work. So I do want to have a look at this rug energy that's coming through and see what we've got. See, the funniest thing is, right, I'm getting this really strong message about imbalanced emotions and people feeling really displaced for a time, and then I can totally relate to that in my own life. There's been some kerfuffles, shall we say. What I'm actually seeing though is this internal rock solid stability that's showing up for a few people, and that's really quite nice to see. I am seeing the collective being stressed, worried, concerned. There is this Spirit saying some of you are actually having nightmares, you're struggling to sleep, and when you do finally fall asleep, there's just nightmares. So there is a lot of stress, but I want to see what's happening here in the collective. Can we have a look at this rug? Okay. All right, so for a lot of you, it does feel like there's been some kind of disruption, some kind of ickiness that's hit you close to home. It's either, for some of you, it's involving work. For others of you, it's definitely involving family members and things like that, close bonds is what Spirit's saying. The way that this is presenting though is see, and it's funny because I've got this moon card sitting here from another deck. The way that Spirit's presenting this to me is the rug is going to get ripped up. Whatever's been under the surface is very much coming up. Spirit's saying coming up for a review, but for some of you, you don't want it to come out, is the way that Spirit's saying it to me. For others of you, you are the one ripping that rug up. So let's have a look at that. What are we talking about here, Spirit? What's happening for the collective? For some of you, it's very much household stuff, close to home, best friends, family members, things like that. There's very much something around close bonds. Very much close bonds. For some of you, there's been some kind of heartbreak, betrayal that there's no coming back from. I'm seeing you be absolutely done with whatever that is. Spirit saying for some of you, it's a person where you're just and this could be someone that you have loved and cared for a long, long time. Okay, so for some of you, you feel you've been wronged by someone continuously and they've been putting a band-aid on a broken leg. That can be that rubbing thing. Rubbing. That could be that, what is the word that I'm looking for? Brushing things under the carpet that I'm seeing here. There is this deep, deep sense of frustration, confusion. Perhaps for some of you, you've got something to say and you're just not entirely sure how to say it or how to put it out there. Maybe for fear of it just not being heard and not being respected in any way, shape or form. That can be something that's very much Spirit saying for a lot of you though, it's it's coming up like lava. There's no stopping this. Whatever's coming to the forefront at this point in time, it needs to be addressed. For a lot of you, it's a long-term problem. Like, it's something that's been happening for quite a while, an issue that you've had with one person in particular, it does seem like, for quite a while. This person could be an air sign, this person could be somebody that you live with, somebody that you work with, someone's spirit saying in close proximity. It definitely could be someone that you work with the King of Pentacles here. For some of you, it's like a betrayal from a lover. For some of you, there's like been some kind of cheating element here, and that person's tried to like brush it under the rug and thought that you wouldn't notice, and then here you are just like, I see you, bro. Yeah, there's really, really intense energy around this. So the way that this is coming through for a lot of you is like there is an uncomfortable conversation that needs to be had. It does feel like you are very much like well within your rights to say whatever you need to say. I would say to stand your ground, to say your truth in all honesty, irregardless of anyone else's feelings. There does seem to be like this sense of like you don't really understand everything. Like maybe you're trying to get information from someone, like maybe you're trying to gain clarity around like how the fuck you've ended up feeling like this. Yeah, the way this is coming through is like Spirit just keeps saying stand your ground, stand your ground, stand your ground. Honor your truth. Be bold and courageous, because the way that this is coming through is like, particularly for those of you that have had this problem for quite a while, the way this is coming through is like if you don't speak up, this is just going to continue to fester. This is just going to continue to curdle. Like, I don't see you being able to get out of it without at the very least some kind of conversation. Yeah, and for some of you, that conversation is going to be a big one. Show me incoming energy for this. Okay, so the way that Spirit's presenting this to me is like whatever's happened here between you and somebody else externally, what it's actually done is brought you further into alignment with yourself. Yeah, I'm very much seeing you like standing in your power, being very courageous and very bold with your words, because there's something around Spirit saying you hold the key. So for some of you, this is absolutely you that could be bringing in this tower. For some of you, there is something that you need to perhaps bring to the table, shed some kind of light on, that is going to be like disruptive or detrimental or upsetting to somebody else. The way this is coming through is like you almost have no choice. I would very much say that this is like your... See, I'm hearing it's your prerogative, but what I was going to say was that it feels like it's your duty to say whatever needs to be said here. But Spirit said it's your prerogative. Okay, the way this is presenting is like there is some kind of difficult conversation that needs to be had or has very recently been had. That conversation has led to like some kind of like devastating effect on somebody, either you or somebody else. The way this is coming through is like a one-on-one conversation, you and somebody like very close to you, very, very close to you. This person, like you care about this person, is what Spirit's saying. The way this is coming through is like this actually could bring you guys closer together in the long run. Like this could be something that like once you rip that rug up, everything is exposed, and then together you guys come together as like a team and work on that together. Yeah, there could definitely be that piece here. For a lot of you and for most of you, I want to say that this has brought you further into alignment with yourself. This has brought you some kind of confidence, some kind of independence that perhaps was lacking before. And it very much has come with like pain. Yeah, this has been a lesson that was hard to learn and hard to accept, but I'm very much seeing you like at the end of it, regaining your confidence, regaining your independence. For a lot of you, this is close to home stuff, like work stuff, like stability stuff. Like the rug could have been completely pulled out from underneath you, and that could have been like a major shock to the system. I'm seeing you actually fare far better than what you think. Wait a second. Yeah, see, and it's not without sadness though. Whatever you're letting go of here, there's a little bit of sadness. So the advice from Spirit is to honor that, to be really bold with your words and your actions and to let your truth lead the way. There is something here around like perhaps some of you being like in a little bit of a state of depression. So be very gentle with yourself, very loving as you go through that.